Bonjour les élèves de français 2. Aujourd'hui, nous allons commencer à apprendre l'unité 3. We will start learning unit 3 with the titre Bon appétit. Bon appétit means enjoy your meal. Have a good appetite or enjoy your meal. Let me start by sharing my screen. Voilà. L'unité 3, bon appétit. Unité 3 will include leçon 9, la nourriture et les boissons. Leçon 10, au supermarché. Leçon 11, Jérôme invite ses copains. Et leçon 12, l'addition, s'il vous plaît. Voilà les questions essentielles. Here are the essential questions for this unit. How and when do we communicate our food preferences and choices? How do eating habits and routines vary from person to person and culture to culture? So you saw the titles of each lesson, leçon 9, 10, 11 et 12. And so in this lesson, leçon 9, we will start with la nourriture et les boissons, food and drinks. Here are the learning targets, les cibles d'apprentissage. I recognize and can use vocabulary about meals and dishes used during meals. I can order in a cafe or a restaurant and can recognize common French menu items. D'accord. So you will start by filling out your lesson notes. This lesson has a lot of vocab and almost no grammar. So a lot of new vocab items and some, we need to do a lot of memorization for this unit, but I promise you it's going to be a lot of fun. Vocabulaire, les repas. So start filling out your lesson notes, s'il vous plaît. Les repas, meals. Un repas is a meal, les repas means meals. Here are questions that we can use when we are talking about questions and sentences and expressions we can use when we're talking about les repas. Où est-ce que tu vas déjeuner? Déjeuner means to have lunch. Where are you going to have lunch? Je vais déjeuner à la cantine de l'école. Here is one example. Remember, je vais means it's the verb aller. Aller plus infinitive means the near future, the tense. So je vais déjeuner means I will eat lunch at the cafeteria of the school. Or you can say, je vais déjeuner au restaurant ou je vais déjeuner chez moi, au restaurant chez moi. Of course, you can pause and rewind and replay as many times as you need. Un repas means a meal. Le petit déjeuner, breakfast. Le déjeuner, or déjeuner, lunch. Le dîner, dinner. Le dîner. And we have la cuisine means cooking or cuisine. La cuisine is feminine. La nourriture means food and it's a feminine noun. Now, regardons les verbes. Let's look at some verbs. Prendre le petit déjeuner means to have breakfast. Déjeuner, to have lunch. Dîner, to have dinner. So prendre on its own means to take. But when we say prendre le petit déjeuner, it means to have breakfast. So when you want to say, I'm eating breakfast, you can say, je prends le petit déjeuner or je mange le petit déjeuner. D'accord? OK, continuons. La table. Of course, here you can rewind and replay to listen and repeat the new vocab that you heard me saying in the first slide. And on continue. La table means the table. La table, and it's a feminine noun. La au féminin. Je vais mettre la table. I am going to set the table. Une serviette. Une serviette. A napkin. Une fourchette. Une fourchette, a fork. Une assiette, a plate. Un couteau, a knife. Une cuillère, a spoon. Un verre, a glass. Une tasse, a cup or a mug. D'accord? So we have to memorize right away the gender of each of these words, feminine versus masculine. D'accord? Continuons. We're going to learn a little bit of cultural information and flash d'information about fast foods in France. Les fast food, of course, we pronounce fast food. En France, it's a noun borrowed from English. Quand ils ont faim, les jeunes Français vont souvent dans un fast food. Ces restaurants, simples et bon marché, servent des repas à l'américaine. Salade, poulet ou hamburgers, frites, ou des plats italiens, pizza et panini. Okay, so what does this mean? When they are hungry, young French people go often to the fast food restaurants. These restaurants are simple and good, well-priced, right? Not expensive. And they serve meals in American-style meals, okay? Like salads, chicken, or hamburgers, as well as fries. They also serve des plats italiens, Italian meals, comme les pizzas et les panini. So in this part, so far we finished lesson 9A. We're going to continue with lesson 9B. I can order in a cafe or restaurant and can recognize common French menu items. So, le vocabulaire, voilà une conversation au café, at the cafe. So a cafe is masculine. So we say à le café is au café. Let's hear this conversation between the serveur, the waiter, and the customer here. Vous désirez? So first she starts by calling him. S'il vous plaît, monsieur. If you please, sir. S'il vous plaît, monsieur. Vous désirez? What would you like? Je voudrais un croque-monsieur, s'il vous plaît. I would like a croque-monsieur, please. So, pour commander, here are some expressions to order. Pour commander, répétez, n'est-ce pas? S'il vous plaît, monsieur, or mademoiselle. So this is how you can call the server or the waiter. Monsieur, s'il vous plaît, monsieur, or mademoiselle, and notice that you call them, when you address the server, you say vous, because it's formal, right? You don't know personally the server, and you have to show respect. You use the formal vous. Oui, vous désirez? What would you like? Je voudrais, and then you insert the food item here. I would like. It's like je veux, I want, but in the conditional form to indicate politeness, je voudrais, I would like, and then you insert the food. Bien sûr, of course, et comme boisson, et comme boisson. Donnez-moi, and insert the drink, give me, donnez-moi, s'il vous plaît. So you use donnez-moi with a Z, and s'il vous plaît for the formal. Give me a drink, and then you name the drink. Please, s'il vous plaît. Now, pause and replay this conversation and repeat with me. Pour payer, let's continue now. To pay, we say l'addition, s'il vous plaît. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que le service est compris? Is the tip included? Est-ce que le service est compris? L'addition, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que le service est compris? Oui, monsieur ou mademoiselle, il est compris dans le prix. It's included in the price. Très bien. Ça fait combien? Very well. How much does it come to? Ça fait combien? Ça fait, and then you include the price. It comes to, ça fait, and then you include the price. Now, let's look at more cultural information about French restaurants and cafés. En France, le service ou pourboire est compris. C'est 15%. Il est compris dans l'addition It's included in the price. Souvent, les gens laissent quelques pièces de monnaie comme pourboire supplémentaire. So often people leave some pieces or some coins, right, which are euros now, some coins comme pourboire supplémentaire for as additional tip. So pourboire means tip. Make sure you're filling out your lesson notes. Pourboire, tip, laisse, leave, pièce de monnaie, small change, supplémentaire, extra. Les Français consomment beaucoup d'eau minérale. French people drink a lot of mineral water. So we have l'eau plat or l'eau plate, still water, l'eau gazeuse, sparkling water. D'accord? We will continue with the vocabulaire in the café. Au café, at the café, we have un plat. For under the category of plat, we have un croissant, une omelette, un croque-monsieur. So remember to memorize the gender and the number of the food item and the meaning, of course. Un croque-monsieur, une omelette nature, plain omelette. So what type of omelets can we have? Une omelette nature. Actually, I'm gonna scroll so we'll see all the types of food. Here I'm gonna read the list of un plat, un croissant, un croque-monsieur. It could be, so it is grilled ham and cheese sandwich, un sandwich au saucisson, un sandwich au fromage, notice the use of au, un sandwich au jambon, un steak frites, steak with French fries. Now, une omelette is another type of dish or plat. Une omelette nature, plain omelette, une omelette aux champignons, mushroom with mushrooms, une pizza, that could be une pizza aux anchois, par exemple, anchois, anchovies aux anchois. Qui aime les anchois? Une salade verte, green salad, or une salade de tomates. D'accord, continuons. Un dessert means a dessert. Voyons, I'm gonna scroll through all the desserts. Un dessert, un yaourt, un yaourt nature, which means plain, n'est-ce pas? Un yaourt à la fraise. We could eat also comme dessert une glace au chocolat ou une glace à la vanille. Une boisson means beverage. Un café, so what could the drinks or beverages include? Voyons, we have un café, un chocolat, we don't pronounce the T, it could be cocoa or hot chocolate, un chocolat, un thé glacé, iced tea, un soda, carbonated soft drink, un soda. Now, we can have also une limonade, lemon soda, une eau minérale, mineral water. D'accord? Here is the list of some dishes, desserts, drinks, beverages, and that's it. Maintenant, I hope you repeated as you were filling out the lesson notes. On continue with another flash d'information. Les Français consomment beaucoup d'eau minérale, en moyenne 120 litres par an. Ces eaux minérales viennent de sources situées dans les régions volcaniques. Elles contiennent des minéraux qui sont bons pour la santé. On distingue entre l'eau plate, still water, et l'eau gazeuse, sparkling water. So, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? What does this mean? So the French people drink a lot of mineral water, on average 120 liters per year per person. Where do these come from? What are the sources? Elles viennent, they come from springs that are situated in the volcanic region, and they are supposed to be good for your health, good for you, n'est-ce pas? And there are two types of water, l'eau plate et l'eau gazeuse. Here are some examples of l'eau plate. You know the Poland Spring, and maybe you recognize these. And here are some examples of l'eau gazeuse. OK, continuons. Les leçons 9C with the learning targets. I can recognize and use vocabulary about typical French meals, including appetizers, main dishes, desserts, beverages, and condiments. I can talk about my favorite or not so favorite foods and beverages. OK, commençons. Un repas. Quel est ton plat préféré? What is your favorite meal? What's your favorite meal? Quel est ton plat préféré? C'est le poulet rôti. It's roasted chicken. C'est le poulet rôti. OK. Pour exprimer ses préférences, to express your preferences, you can ask, quel est ton plat préféré? Répétez. C'est le poulet rôti. J'adore. To express that you love something, you say j'adore. Now, if you want to say, I don't like something that much, you say, je n'aime pas tellement, and you insert the item here. Je n'aime pas tellement. I like means j'aime, and I hate, je déteste. D'accord? So let me go over them one more time. J'adore, je n'aime pas tellement, j'aime et je déteste. Les plats pour le petit déjeuner, let's see, quels sont les plats qu'on peut manger pendant le petit déjeuner? On peut manger le pain, le petit déjeuner is breakfast, right? Le pain, les céréales, it's a feminine noun, une céréale, les céréales, la confiture, jam, un œuf, and the plural of un œuf is des œufs, right? FS. And then we don't pronounce the F when it's plural. Des œufs, like this. Des œufs sur le plat. Des œufs sur le plat. When they are sunny side up. We will listen in class to la chanson. Et le petit déjeuner, we'll watch a little video. Le petit déjeuner au café. So répétez les mots, les nouveaux mots de vocabulaire. Maintenant, on va apprendre les plats pour le déjeuner et le petit dîner. So, meals for lunch and dinner. Les hors d'œuvre, masculine. Le jambon, ham. Le saucisson, le melon. So at this point, if it's not translated, it means you should know what the word means, but you have to practice the pronunciation and the spelling. La soupe, le céleri, la viande, meat in general, le poulet, chicken, le roast beef, le veau, remember that E is pronounced like O. Around O, le veau, le porc et le poisson, le thon, there is no th sound in French, so we say le thon, la sole, le saumon, et les autres plats, les spaghettis, we should add an S here, I apologize for this, les frites, le riz, la salade et le fromage, la salade, le fromage, le yaourt. Le dessert, le gâteau et la tarte, Remember that dessert takes two S's because one S is pronounced Z between two vowels. So we have to add two S's, add an S and we have le dessert. Same thing for S in boissons, les boissons, we need a double S. L'eau minérale et le lait. Le jus d'orange, le jus de pomme, le jus de raisin. Les ingrédients, le beurre, le sel, le ketchup. La margarine, le sucre, la mayonnaise. le poivre et la moutarde. Maintenant, nous allons apprendre la leçon 9D. I can shop for food in a French market or boutique. Remember that in class we'll do more activities we'll do some for each section of the lesson we'll do activities related to that particular section, some speaking activities, some writing, some listening, but now we'll continue with the new information. Le vocabulaire, les courses au marché, shopping or grocery shopping in the market. Les courses au marché. Les courses est un nom féminin et marché est masculin. Vous désirez? Je voudrais 1 kilo de tomates. 1 kilo is 1000 grams, 1000 grammes, or 2.2 pounds. Je voudrais 1 livre de carottes. 1 livre is a pound, or 500 grammes. Et avec ça, anything else? Et avec ça, and with that, or anything else? Donnez-moi aussi 1 douzaine de. Donnez-moi aussi, please give me, in the formal form, right? Donnez-moi aussi, also, 1 douzaine de. 1 douzaine, 1 douzaine, a dozen. C'est tout? Is that all? Oui, c'est tout. Ça fait combien? How much does it come to? Alors, ça fait 4,50 €. So, it comes to 4,50 centimes. 50 cents. D'accord? Alors, ça fait 4,50 €. So, I will ask you to pause, replay, and repeat. Maybe pause me reading and explaining, and you do the whole conversation on your own, and in class together, you have to demonstrate what you learned. Let's learn about some fruits et légumes, fruits and veggies. Fruits et légumes. Un fruit masculin, un légume masculin. Un pamplemousse, une orange, une pomme, notice the gender of the nouns, une fraise, une poire, une cerise, une banane, une salade, une carotte, une tomate, des petits pois, des haricots verts, green beans, et une pomme de terre. So, replay, repeat as many times as you need. You should be ready when we're doing an activity together to pronounce all these words. In class, we listen together to J'aime les fruits. We come here to the end of our lesson. I hope that you enjoyed learning all this new vocabulary about food and restaurants, and we will practice a lot together how to use these expressions in a restaurant. So when we go on a field trip in Montreal or in any other situation, you can order your own food en français. D'accord? Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.